Some warning signs to look for that you are trapped in a victim mentality. You never say you're sorry with somebody else asking for an apology. You create dark stories or narratives about the conflict where you end up as an angel and the other person ends up as a quote-unquote bad person. You think most people are out to get you. You feel powerless and deeply influenced by others or a helpless child. And you justify your actions every step of the way instead of admitting that you were wrong. If any of these signs sound familiar to you, then it's possible that you might be stuck in a victim mindset. Welcome to the MoodMe channel. MoodMe is a new app that allows couples to share their moods, emotions, and desires. MoodMe. There's a mood for that. Hello Moodlings, I'm Dr. Nicole Unan, the CEO and co-founder of MoodMe and a specialist in emotional intelligence and mindfulness. And today we're going over a really important exercise, an exercise that can bring us from a victim mindset into a powerful person that has learned how to own their choices, their actions, and the mistakes that they've done and say these magical words that can heal a lot of relationships. I am sorry. A victim mentality means that we overly identify with the status of being a victim and become dependent upon self-pity. Bad things in life happen to us, things that are out of our control, like an assault or a crime, that of which would make us a victim. We are a victim of the circumstance or the event that happened, and there's nothing we could have done to stop these events from happening, and it's perfectly normal to feel helpless or engage in self-pity. But when this helplessness becomes our constant story that we tell ourselves over and over and over again, we are in big trouble. Nothing is more frustrating to the people that you care about than the inability to say, I am sorry. Have we all been there? Yes, we've all been in the position where we're stubborn, we dig our heels in the ground. We don't want to admit that we actually had a part, or we probably can't look like farther outside of us and see that we had a part in the conflict. Now, the cool part about this exercise is it takes a lot of the sting out of an emotional situation and allows you to look at it in a really practical way. Can't wait to show it to you. Let's take a look. In order to learn to reframe from victimhood to a person that can say, I'm sorry, and take responsibility for their actions, I have 4 questions for you to fill out. What is the situation? How are you playing victim? What role did you play? And how can you do better? So then we're going to take the answers from the reframing exercise and use it to create an apology. I am sorry for whatever the role that I played in the conflict. I can do better by whatever the action steps I created that I think I can do better by doing. All right, so let's look at our first example. It's going to be about Kim. And the situation would be that Kim's boyfriend was caught lying about going out with his friends. Ouch. How did Kim play victim? Well, Kim plays victim by immediately getting super angry, calling him a liar, you're a bad person, I can't trust you, and creates a narrative that he is quote unquote, a dark, bad person, places herself in helpless child mode. What role did Kim play? Well, Kim has been a little bit controlling of her boyfriend and highly critical of his friends, therefore making her boyfriend uncomfortable to be honest about his actual desires, about wanting to hang out with his friends, about actually hanging out with his friends. So how can Kim do better? Kim can give her boyfriend a safe space to be honest and let go and let him hang out with his friends. Because at the end of the day, Kim can only control herself and she cannot control another person. So let's take a look at the apology that Kim could write to her boyfriend or say out loud, The Kim example apology would be, I am sorry for making you feel unsafe to tell me about wanting to hang out with your friends. I can do better by giving you a safe space to be honest and be supportive of your friendships. When a conflict happens, pause, put on your empathy hat, and look at the situation from another person's perspective. Is there something that you could have done that could have caused the conflict? Even if it wasn't intentional, is there something that you could own up to and do better next time? The next example would be Allie and her sister Jasmine. The situation would be Allie's sister Jasmine yells at her and says that Allie is selfish and self-absorbed. Ooh, that hurts. How is Allie playing victim? Allie cries to her friends and says that Jasmine attacked her emotionally, thus placing herself in victimhood. What role did Allie play? Well, if Allie was being honest with herself, she would say that maybe she hasn't been a really supportive sister and only contacts her family when she needs something. And how can Allie do better? Allie can reach out to her family more, not only when she needs something, and be supportive and loving and present. The apology example for Allie would be, I am so sorry for not being as supportive as I know I can be. I can do better by being more helpful and present with you in the family. Many of us do not want to accept that in most conflicts in our lives, it takes two to tango, meaning that we have also had a part in the conflict that has transpired. I mean, if you really think about it, how awesome would it be on the receiving end to get an apology where it's like, yes, I acknowledge that I did something wrong, that I had a part to play in this, and here's the way that I'm going to do better. Thank you for watching this video. The first step into deep healing is to let go of the victim mindset and begin to own the choices that we make in our lives. That's when we get a real chance at improving and getting better. And if you like this video, please subscribe.